Living in space is something many people dream about, but is it really possible? Could we one day move to Mars and start a new life, just like in the movies? Today we're going to try to answer that question. When we talk about living in space, the first thing that comes to mind is Elon Musk and Mars. But can we really live on Mars? To answer that, we need to examine a few key factors: the atmosphere, water sources, food, and of course, health. Mars atmosphere. Mars atmosphere is very different from Earth's. It is very thin and almost entirely composed of carbon dioxide. In other words, breathing would be quite difficult. However, scientists are working on various methods to solve this problem, such as using artificial greenhouse gases to warm up Mars's atmosphere. Terraforming efforts. One proposed solution is terraforming, which involves altering Mars' environment to make it more Earth-like. For example, large mirrors could be placed in orbit to reflect sunlight and warm the planet's surface. Habitat domes. In the shorter term, habitat domes with controlled atmospheres could provide safe living spaces for humans. These domes would have systems to recycle air and water, creating a sustainable environment. Water sources. Water is essential for life. Finding water on Mars is difficult but not impossible. Frozen water has been found at Mars's poles. Scientists are researching how we can use these water resources. Melting this ice and purifying it could provide a significant supply of water. Subsurface ice. There are also glaciers beneath Mars' surface. Research is ongoing to determine how to extract and use this ice. Food production. Growing food in space is also a major challenge. Astronauts on the International Space Station, ISS, are conducting experiments to grow plants in a microgravity environment. If these experiments are successful, we may be able to grow our own food on Mars. Health and physical challenges. Staying in space for extended periods can be very challenging for the body. Muscle and bone loss. In a zero-gravity environment, issues like muscle atrophy and bone loss can arise. However, these problems can be mitigated with regular exercise and special diets. Radiation. Radiation is a major threat in space. To live on Mars, we need to find ways to protect ourselves from this radiation. Various protective suits and structures are being developed to address this issue. Habitats could be built underground or covered with a thick layer of Martian soil to block harmful radiation. Psychological effects. The psychological effects of living in space are also an important factor. Prolonged loneliness and isolation in space can be a significant challenge for astronauts. Virtual reality, VR therapy. VR technology can provide immersive experiences that simulate familiar environments and social interactions, helping to alleviate feelings of isolation. Regular communication. Maintaining regular communication with loved ones on Earth through video calls and messages is crucial for mental well-being. Sleep patterns. Sleep patterns can also be disrupted in space. Special lighting and sleep regulation programs can be used to address this issue. Circadian rhythm management. Adjusting light exposure to mimic Earth's day-night cycle helps regulate sleep patterns. Elon Musk's company, SpaceX, aims to send humans to Mars and establish a colony there. SpaceX's Starship, designed for deep space travel, is being developed to carry humans and cargo to Mars. The goal is to make space travel more affordable and sustainable. Plans for establishing a base on Mars include creating self-sustaining habitats with life support systems, energy sources, and facilities for growing food. NASA is also working on various projects to send humans to Mars. Maybe one day we will have a new home on Mars. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos.